You did it. You lost the 10, 15, 20, 50 plus pounds through brute force of constant exercise, of rigid meal plans. You stuck it out and you saw the results. And now you look great, but you feel like trash. And you're weighed down by the fear of it all coming back, of all of your hard work being undone by a few bad choices leading you back in the direction from which you came. This is a common thing that I see in people, especially the larger the transformation. The larger the transformation, the greater the fear of going backwards. The greater the fear of going backwards, the more likely we'll fall into disordered eating habits, trying as best as we can to hang on to every bit of weight loss that we achieved. The only thing that leads to is burnout. And when you burn out, it all unravels. And you do go back to where you came from. And you do regain most, if not all, of the weight. And you end up right back where you started. And it's frustrating. And it's discouraging. And it feels like you're on this hamster wheel of dieting over and over again for decades. I'm going to tell you exactly why this problem happens. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to solve it in the course of this video. But first and foremost, why do we have this fear of the weight regain coming back? It's very simple. Our mental image of who we are as a person and the way that we look lags behind our actual physical appearance. And because of that, it is harder to recognize the progress we've experienced until enough time has passed for our mental image to catch up with reality. And if we don't give it time because we lost the weight quickly, because we went to extreme, intense efforts to lose the weight, there's a disconnect between the way we see ourselves and the way our body actually is. And then that leads to the disordered eating habits that causes us to sabotage our own progress. Here's the analogy I can give you for what's happening. Ultimately, the solution is you are playing a game by old rules. And those rules worked when you first started playing. But now you're at a different phase of the game. Now you have to elevate your skill set. Now you have to elevate your beliefs around who you are and what the goal is with your health journey. And the reason you feel stuck, the reason you feel burnt out, and the reason that you are self-sabotaging is because you have not developed the skills to elevate to the next phase of the game. And here's a very simple analogy I can give you. It's the game Monopoly. I used to play Monopoly as a kid all the time with my older brothers, and I would lose every time. Because my strategy was simple, like anyone's strategy. At the beginning of the game of Monopoly, the goal was to make it around the board, try to purchase as many properties as I could. Here's the problem. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button around this video so that you can stay up to date with new insights to help make your weight loss journey that much easier. At some point in the game of Monopoly, the strategy shifts, the rules shifts. Instead of the goal being accrue as many properties as possible, the goal becomes adding houses to your properties, the strategic placement of your properties, putting hotels on top of your houses to try to price out all of your competitors. I didn't realize this. I couldn't grasp that next level. And so I kept playing the game the way that I knew how, trying my hardest over and over again, round and round the board, to accrue as many properties as possible. But it didn't take long for my brothers who knew how to elevate to the next level, to put houses on those properties, to hotels, to price me out so that I lost. That's what you're doing with your weight loss. You did the hardest part. You lost the weight. And now you're trapped because you're still trying to get as many properties as possible when you need to change your strategy for the game. You need to get to the next phase of the journey. And this next phase of the journey is about reintroducing balance into your life, into your diet, so that you can begin to enjoy time with friends. You can enjoy the holidays, birthdays, celebrations, promotions, anniversaries. You can enjoy your favorite restaurant, your favorite desserts, without the fear of regaining the weight, without the guilt of choosing something that previously you convinced yourself was bad. You have to break the rules that you've set that got you here so that you can get there. That's the phase you're at now. It's time to elevate. It's time to learn what the next level is. And there's a couple of different ways to do that. The easiest of which is how you approach your nutrition. It's not about meal plans. It's not about restriction. It's about reintroducing balance. And the best way to reintroduce balance guilt-free is to have a firm and thorough understanding of nutrition, of how it works, of how you can better manage it given your lifestyle. And we created this framework to help you do that. It's called the Food Freedom Framework. And it gives you exactly that, an understanding of nutrition to reintroduce food freedom. No guilt, no shame, no restriction. Just intention and understanding for how to manage all the different variables of your nutrition, your calories, your macros, your indulgences, all of it. And I'm going to give you this food freedom framework. All you have to do is click the link in the description below this video to get the free training and the free downloadable guide to take you to that next level. But that's not the only thing I'm going to give you. In addition to the food freedom framework, I'm going to give you a completely new way to view calories. Because I know calories are important, and you know this because you lost weight already. But calories can sometimes be abstract. And so I'm going to give you the money method calorie guide. And this is a very simple way to understand how calories work, because calories are not fuel. Calories are currency. And you can manage your calories the exact same way you manage your money. If you spend more money than you have, you go into debt. That debt is weight gain. If you're already in debt, you need to get out. You need to cut your expenses so that you have extra money to put towards that debt to get rid of it. That's a calorie deficit. When you go on vacation, you plan ahead. You understand that you set aside the money so that you can afford to do those excursions, to go to those places, and to have that experience guilt-free. You don't feel guilty on vacation. Similarly, if you manage your calories appropriately, you can go to your favorite restaurants. You can indulge in your favorite treats guilt-free because you budgeted for it. And that budgeting is what the Money Method Calorie Guide is going to teach you. And combined, the Money Method Calorie Guide and the Food Freedom Framework is going to teach you everything you need to know to get to the next phase of your health journey. So if you're stuck, if you're trapped, if you're burnt out from grinding yourself in the gym, from restricting yourself to rigid, boring meal plans, then click below and get these free resources because they are going to change the game for you in exactly the way that you need right now. If you found this video helpful, make sure you grab those guides below. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more insights to make your fitness journey that much easier.